Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we're checking out my new mythical champion. A lot of people said to me, you know what, you've got the bug, Aphidus the Hive Lord. You should definitely get him in Hydra and see what he can do there. So we're going to try out a new Hydra team for me, smacking up Brutal, and see what this guy can do. I mean, the bug in his normal form is actually super cool. Damn, he actually looks sweet as well. Look at this. Really good work. But in his bug form, he's kind of bad. He's kind of bad. So we're going to keep him in normal form. We're going to get him just doing some damage and using his ability to ignite burns and stuff. So let's see what's going down. We've got this first skill here. Attacks an enemy. Puts a perfect veil on the ally with the highest attack for 1 turn. We then got attacks all enemies. Before attacking, puts increased attack on all allies for 2 turns. And then increases the duration of all enemy debuffs. Now, the team I'm going to run actually doesn't benefit really from this attack buff, but it does benefit from the enemy debuff increasing because I'm bringing a bunch of debuffers. And then the A3 is attacks all enemies, instantly activates burns on each enemy. And if they're not under a burn, puts a burn out there. So basically what we're going to be doing is trying to get as much damage through burns as we can. And I thought I'd just bring him with a pretty decent damage set. He's not wearing any savage gear or anything like that, but he is coming up with crit capped, fast, good attack, good crit damage. I don't get too much in terms of bonuses for Hydra. I get a little bit. So that's kind of like boosting him up a bit. And I did bring Helm Smasher on him just for his hits anyway, because he's going to be going AoE hit here and AoE hit here. So he's going to be hitting AoE twice. To pair with him, we're going to be bringing in Mikage. Mikage, you know what? She's so good. Like, if you've got the opportunity to fuse Mikage or work towards it, you should. Like, she is in tons of my content, tons of my teams. She's in my Clan Boss team. She's in a bunch of the Fire Knight stuff, Doom Tower stuff. She's really good. And she's, like, really good for PvP as well. Like, I just can't even stress enough how effective this hero is, this champ. And, yeah, she's really good. So she's got the ability to bring a Shadowkin team member with me on her A1, which I'm going to utilize in this team. We've got an AoE here, decrease the duration of enemy buffs and all allied debuffs. And then, again, we've got someone else who's going to be increasing the duration of debuffs. So, and she's a buff increaser as well. She's bringing us that increased attack. That's why I'm kind of saying, like, the Aphidus' one is a kind of bit redundant, but I definitely want to be utilizing this ally attack skill. Again, just trying to make sure we've got burns out there whenever we can. And we've got this Shadowkin here in Missionarchy. So he's bringing burns on his A1 with the 50% chance to join a team attack. He's also bringing me my drop defense and decreased attack AoE. And he brings me Hex for spreading more damage. So Missionarchy is a really good Hydra champ. And then we've got Harima, who is coming in with the Provoke on the A3. My only Provoke champion in this team. So I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see. Another Shadowkin hero, so we can definitely utilize the Shadowkin Mikage ability. We've got a big hit on the A2 and then a big hit on the A1 as well. Again, we're just kind of going damage masteries where we can. Harima is built for damage, crit capped, high crit damage, high defense. Actually, I didn't show you Missionarchy's as well. Missionarchy is also built for damage as best I can. Not quite crit capped, HH crit capped, but 256 speed. I'm trying to get over that 250 speed wherever I can. Crit capped and that type of stuff. Surprisingly, on levels like Brutal, your accuracy requirement is kind of low. I said, for like someone who's playing later game at least. So yeah, it doesn't ramp up too crazy. My Mikage's build is exactly the same as I run it everywhere in the game. 300 odd speed. She does do some damage, so she's got some crit in there, but it's mainly about the speed, the accuracy, and yeah, just keeping things moving. I'm bringing in Siphi for this one. Siphi is actually a great Hydra champion as well, just for the buffs that we get and for the kind of like inbuilt healing with her passive. She's also a reviver just in case things go a bit wonky, but yeah, just got her in like an arena build, so she's got this protection set. Doesn't need to be this at all or whatever, just literally what she had on. And then Udo's coming in here Again, just like a backup drop defense champ. Also got this cleanse on the A3, which is really good, and a leech on the A1. So Udo's pretty solid. I was wondering, actually, I possibly could get away without an Udo and just go in with someone like Patrick. Maybe I'd try that. So Udo was like my go-to. Oh, didn't mean to do that. For this team. But I do already have drop defense coming in. I guess I've got block buffs from Udo as well, which I wouldn't be able to replace. Now, maybe I don't. But yeah, that block buffs is actually a really important part of the team. So maybe we just leave it as is. So we're going in on Brutal. I've already done my normal hit for the week, 1.7 bill. I've done my Nightmare hit for the week, 338 mil. And I will say, I struggle with a third team at the moment. I need to bring out a third team that does work. So let's see how this one does. In terms of team setup, we have got Missionarchy, just prioritize your Hex as your opener and then do what you like. Fidus, we're going to go for the A3 first, which gives us the burn, and then utilize the A2. Sifi, just do what you like, but she's going to do her A2. Udo, similar, do what you like, but she'll do her A2. Mikage, just don't change into the other form, please. That's your arena form. We don't need it here. And then Harima, just make sure you use your A3 whenever you can. So let's see how this bad boy runs. I guess the thing I'm a little bit worried about is if we get to the point where some enemy fiends are stealing buffs. I don't really have an answer to that. My Sifi is high resistance, and I do have Blood Shield accessory on Sifi so that she does get an extra buff to anyone else. So that's my kind of like only answer to all of my buffs being stolen and then spread around. I do have protection buffs on some of them, which will help with that. And I also do have Mikage that can reduce layers of buffs. So I guess I've got a little bit of answer to it, but not really the best answers. But other than that, I do have really solid debuffs here. It's the type of team that's not like all out, I'm doing damage with just smacks. Although I'm interested to see what sort of damage the bug does when we get a good setup. In a hit, I mean. And already I'm seeing that Harima is not keeping up the provoke, which is also potentially a problem. So this team already looks like it could be a little bit ropey. Oh, is it because she's weak hitting the provoked as well? Okay. Okay, Harima maybe is not the best choice here for my provoke champ. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Hopefully we'll just keep it dead for most of the run. Anyway, let's let this bad boy run and see what sort of damage we can kick out and see if the bug is worthy of the build. Just interested to see if we get one of those AoE hits around. Got like drop defense over here. What sort of damage does he do on an AoE? Not bad, honestly. Like 100k ahead, it's okay. It's not anything too nuts. Certainly not Trunda level damage. But anyway, let's let it run. Let's see what we get out the other end. Comment below how much damage do you think we're going to do with this brutal team. There we go. I didn't quite hit the turn limit. Nearly 1,300 turns. The only thing that let me down on this team really was the heads kept eating me, which is what the Hydra fight is actually meant to be. I just couldn't. I guess I didn't have enough decreased speed, and I didn't keep the heads dead for long enough to really make that work. But damn, the bug's done well. 75 mil. Missionarchy 112 mil. Because of this pairing with Mikage, I guess. And Harima coming in with 94 mil as well. Triple threat damage team with triple support. Really like the team, actually. It ended up being way more stable than I thought it would. And I guess at the end, I'm clicking heads to try and make sure that I free the right people as quickly as I can. But other than that, damn, really enjoyed that. There you go. The bug, not bad for Hydra. Let me know if you're using him anywhere else. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.